Hey, I'm Greg Koch, your Calgary and surrounding areas realtor with Maxwell Capital Realty. I'm currently standing outside a beautiful show home with XL. This is a Hawthorne, and it's around 2,600 square feet. And I can't wait to take you through it with my beautiful wife, Rebecca. This Hawthorne model in Livingston, Northwest Calgary is 2,579 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. There's also a upgraded legal suite in the basement to add an additional 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This home does have quite a few upgrades, and I'm very excited to bring you through it. Let's go take a look inside. All right, I'm really excited about this one because it's more modern. This is a very new show home, and they told me they've kind of gone all out on it, and they did not disappoint. So immediately I am presented with the upgraded railing. You've got the metal spindle instead of the wood. And right off the entryway here, you've got a garage opening here with a built-in. I'm a big fan of these built-ins. I know you really like them too, because you want me to make one of these.
Yeah, it should be easy, right?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, moving on from there, you've got a beautiful dining area here. Optional dining area, of course. You don't have to use it as a dining area. It's set up that way with a nice table and everything here. And then off of this, you have a optional. So you can either have it as a closed off space as an option or open. Personally, I'd probably go with a closed just because I do like having an office.
Just gives a more flexible space for closing it off, I suppose.
Especially if you have kids. Because my son loves asking me how things are going and everything, especially when I'm on phone calls, and it's very cute.
So you got to be able to close the door. Keep them
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. You do have your half bath. They did an upgrade with the, well, they've done it with all of the hardware. So you've got black hardware on the doors, and you've got a kind of brass when it comes to the sink and towel rack here. And then moving into the main area here, the kitchen with the living room. Now they went pretty all out on this kitchen. It's gorgeous. But what I really love now is that XL Homes is doing the waterfall countertops. Big fan of the waterfall countertop. Then they've gone, instead of doing a backsplash with tile, they've taken the same granite and they've put it in the back here, and I love that. It just breaks it up a bit because you don't have as many random tiles going on.
Yeah, it makes me think of the waterfall countertop here. It's like a waterfall tile.
Yeah,
that's all. That's what it makes me
that's
think
fair.
of.
Yeah,
same theme.
Now this is an upgraded sink. Instead of the dual, they went with the single, and you've got a granite insert here, so it's quite nice. Now you do have the crazy upgraded fridge here. It's got the ability to see inside.
Oh, what? That's the camera? Like there's a camera in there?
There's a camera in there, yeah. So you can go to view what's inside and everything.
Call me crazy, but couldn't you just open the fridge?
You could do that, but that's not fun. Yeah, and it does have the water ice as well. It is an upgraded fridge. You've got your little coffee nook here. Well, they call it a coffee nook. It can be whatever you need, but we use it as a coffee nook ourselves.
We are coffee fans.
We are coffee fans, and you have your built-ins, which is nice. I really like built-ins. They go with the Panasonic generally, just because of the way that it fits in the section here. And then you've got your oven, because the stove is a flat top. You don't actually have a oven underneath this one. Now, this is kind of unique. Well, maybe not unique, but special. You've got your butler's pantry or second kitchen. And so they do have a gas stove in here again, an upgraded stove. And they did go with the backsplash on this one. Another sink, continuing the brass look, and this would be where your pantry would be really. So you've got extra cabinet space and a pantry. And this is if you're maybe having guests over and you want to cook somewhere else, or maybe your food has a certain odor to it that you just don't want everywhere. This vents outside. It even has an opening window. And my favorite, pocket doors. So you've got a pocket door here and a pocket door here. So you can gain access to the kitchen, this kitchen, that kitchen, dining area,
Yeah.
and close them all off if
I
you
like
need
how
to.
that leads back to the dining room then.
Yeah, I really like it too. This is a really good model.
Yeah, I really like the model. I think we were talking about last time how some of the floor plans are like almost like one big rectangle on the main. It's just like really open concept. There's something nice about going back to some dividedness between the rooms. There's something homey and cozy about that.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny how we're going full circle again. Now let's go over here. We'll head over to the fireplace kind of living room section here. Now they do have an upgraded fireplace with mantle, and then the back here is an upgrade as well. You know, I've seen a lot over the years. I've seen the tile, I've seen the shiplap, and then now this is kind of resurfaced again. It's more of a luxury appeal. I think if they would have went with the tile on this one, there would just be too much in here. I'm glad they chose the wood backing. Now the reason I say that is because you have all this granite everywhere. If you add another tile that kind of looks a little bit granite-like, it'd be too much. Extra windows in here, which is nice because it's a corner lot. Don't always get that option, so a lot of my clients do jump on corners. I don't blame them. You get that extra light. All right, let's take a look upstairs.
And I think at about this point in the video, halfway, heading upstairs, we like to remind the viewers to subscribe.
Yes, please like and subscribe if you can.
And comment what you're liking in the house.
Absolutely, yeah, or even things that you would change.
Right.
You know, that's the beauty of custom houses, is you get to choose. So this is pretty grand. They've done quite a few upgrades up here. You've got the vaulted ceiling and 9-foot upgrade. So you have 8-foot doors, just like on the main. We're continuing with our 8-foot door theme. I feel very small in this section right now. This is awesome.
I really like the vaulted ceiling, and that was probably one of the big highlights of this house that made it stand out for me, is it just feels so spacious on the second floor.
It does, yeah. I wish our house had this. I love the 8-foot doors. You know, we've got the tall ceilings on the main, but not upstairs. And you can't make a house taller once you've built it, so. You've got your upgraded counters in here. You do get a sink in this particular upgrade, and some shelving with your washer dryer. It's quite nice, and they upgraded a tile in there. Usually it's LVP. Then you've got the master bedroom here. Pretty big space, I'd say. This is a king bed, nightstands on each side, beautiful wallpaper in behind it. And again, you get the 2 windows because it's a corner. Generally, you would just have this window here.
The recessed ceiling, I like it.
Very nice. And pot lights all around. And then a beautiful bathroom. So this ensuite has gone all out again. You've got the tub that it's not built in, it's actually freestanding. It looks amazing. I'm a big fan. Then you've got your dual vanity over here, and they did a little backsplash up above it. Obviously the drawers, you get the extra drawers in the middle here. That is an upgrade as well with the dual vanity. And then again, 8-foot pocket door, which really helps keep the sound out in the morning if one of you is up earlier than the other. Now they did do a full shower with tile everywhere, which is really nice. You got floor to ceiling tile, and instead of the acrylic, they've got the tiled honeycomb tile on the base. Really nice. I'm a big fan of that. The thing I'm the most fan of in every bathroom though is a closing door for the toilet. It's just convenient. It makes sense. Now the last thing in the master bedroom here is going to be a very large walk-in closet. You can add extra shelving to it if you want, but it already has quite a bit. And this feels more like a his and hers rather than just a hers. And we've got 3 bedrooms to look at. Since it's 2,600 square feet, it's a lot of home. You've got a dual vanity sink upgrade in the bathroom here for the kiddos or other individuals that are living in the home. And you've got one bedroom here. All the bedrooms will have walk-ins, especially at this size. And again, it feels so much larger in here because of the tall ceilings. You just have to make sure you get long curtains. And this room is done up as a nursery. You got the extra windows just because it's a corner unit. But again, only with corner units generally do you get that extra set here. Usually it's front, back, a couple on the side.
And there's a window in this walk-in closet.
Yeah, that has to do with the elevations. Sometimes you have to have windows because they tell you have to. And then the final bedroom here. Now, what's becoming more and more common in Calgary is having basically like a second master, where there's a ensuite bathroom in a room that's just a bit smaller than the main master. So this one does come with that. You've got the one sink and then full tub shower inside with the toilet and a walk-in closet. So most of these homes, when you choose your upgrades, one of the ones I recommend at bare minimum is making sure you have your side entry. It just helps with resale value, and that generally allows for you to do either basement development later or with the builder. It depends on how you want to structure your mortgage, really. So usually you'll have, just as a standard, you'll have your LVP luxury vinyl plank, which is mostly waterproof, just at the base here, and then carpet down. So generally 2 rooms at the bottom of the stairs. You get the utility room on one side, which I really like, especially since I manage a lot of properties. It allows you to kind of come and go from the unit without disturbing the tenants. It comes in pretty narrow. It's got that apartment feel, which I don't mind for basement suites. You've got an area here where they just have a desk, but I would consider using that for space for taking off your stuff. And here you go. You've got your closet right here. Again, with that space efficiency, washer dryer right here. And then straight through, this is actually a fairly good use of space. This is quite a large kitchen for a basement suite. This is a big countertop, lots of cooking area here. And then rather than having to get a separate seating area for your dinner, lunch, breakfast, you can just use the countertop, which is already here.
I can tell that they're trying to make really effective use of all the space. So instead of having like a designated table area, we're just doing the countertop seating.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you do have your egress windows. Here's a pantry. Not totally necessary considering you have quite a bit of space for food over in the kitchen, but this is a nice extra for sure. And a lot of basements don't come with pantries now.
I was gonna say, is that because it's not common, or?
It's just not enough space for them generally. This is a 2,600 square foot home though, so there is quite a bit of space. Now you've got 2 bedrooms, again, good space usage here. You've got one over here, one over here. We'll go to this one first. This has been staged as maybe a kid's room, and they've got big windows in it. And you do have the 9-foot ceilings down here still, which is nice. Always recommend the 9-foot ceilings. Now in between the 2 bedrooms here, you do have a bathroom for the basement. Now this will be one of 2 bathrooms because of the size of this home. You can have one here in between, kind of for guests or the kids, wherever whatever you're planning to do there. And then in the main bedroom for the basement, you do have an ensuite, which is, again, I'm enjoying the good usage of space here.
And that makes this obviously the main primary bedroom in the basement.
Yeah, and as somebody who has a construction company that kind of does this sort of thing, I always like to see how builders are doing it, and I think they did a great job. This one's very nicely done.
Well, Greg, thank you for touring us through this lovely home.
Yeah, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.